You think that once you go no contact, relief will come rushing in, a clean break, a sense of peace. And sometimes it does for a moment, but often what follows is not calm. It is guilt, aching, confusing guilt, and not the kind you can reason your way out of. The kind that wraps itself around your stomach, your chest, your voice. It makes you second-guess the very decision you made to save your own life. I am Zane, a relationship consultant and psychologist, and today we are talking about the guilt that no one warns you about. Because leaving a narcissist is rarely just a choice, it is a reckoning. A rupture in the identity you built to survive them. And when you finally choose no contact, what you are really saying is, I will no longer be the version of myself that tolerated this. That is a powerful move. But it is also terrifying. You start to question, was it really that bad? Am I being dramatic? Should I have tried harder? You are not alone in those thoughts. Guilt is often the last chain they leave on you. What makes it worse is how others respond. People on the outside might not understand. They might see your decision as cold, unforgiving, or immature. They did not see the years of emotional erosion that led to that point. They did not see how many second chances you gave, how many explanations you rehearsed in your head, how much you minimized just to keep the relationship intact. And because they cannot see it, they might make you feel like you are the problem. That is how isolation compounds. And yet, the guilt is not all imaginary. Some of it comes from a real place, the part of you that learned to prioritize. Others so much that your own boundaries feel like betrayal. If you were raised in a system where love was earned through self-sacrifice, then of course choosing yourself now feels like abandoning someone. Even if that someone was hurting you, that wiring runs deep. That guilt is part of grieving the identity you had to construct to stay connected to someone, capable of loving you without control. No contact does not mean you stopped caring. It means you started caring for yourself more. It means you realize that being available to someone who manipulates you is not compassionate, is self-neglect. It means your healing finally took precedence over their approval, and still, the absence echoes. Think about what they are doing, what they are saying about you. You imagine the smear campaigns, the silent treatment turning into gossip, and you wondered, did I do the right thing? The answer is not always immediate. Healing is slow, and so is certainty. But every day you do not call, every time you choose not to explain yourself, you're building something sacred, your own trust. You are teaching your nervous system that peace is safe, that distance can be love, that silence is not abandonment, it is clarity. There is another layer to the guilt, to mourning the version of you that tolerated that treatment. You might feel shamed for not leaving sooner. You might feel humiliated that you allowed it to go on so long. But that is not weakness. That is what survival looked like. You stayed because some part of you believed that love could fix it, that loyalty would earn safety, that patience would finally be met with reciprocity. And even if those things never came, your hope was never foolish. It was human. And sometimes the guilt stems from small, strange things. Not texting on their birthday. Not liking a post. Not checking in after hearing a rumor. You feel selfish for creating distance even though every inch of it was necessary. That tension between what you know is right and what still feels wrong is the psychological scar of emotional abuse. You are not broken for feeling it. You are just healing through it. Have you wrestled with that guilt after going no contact? Or are you still in the space of not knowing if you even can? Share your experience below. Someone else might need to hear it. If this helped you feel seen, consider subscribing to STR TV so you do not miss future episodes. In the next one, we will explore why some survivors start blaming themselves once they leave a toxic dynamic. Until then, remember, your boundaries are not cruelty. They are evidence that you survived.